Las Vegas hosts the most prestigious poker events in the world, which are the WSOP events, and because they are held in Vegas, it's no surprise that insane stories are about to occur, because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas or is stolen on YouTube right here. Here are 4 insane stories from WSOP events over the years. Winning the WSOP by accident. Christian Pham, an American poker pro, was born in Vietnam. Overall, his total live earnings are just over $1 million, and you wouldn't expect a poker pro to win an event by accident. So, how does this happen? After a long string of unlikely events, 40-year-old Christian Pham won the WSOP event number 23, $1,500 buy-in, 2-7 low ball tournament by accident. You see, as weird as it may sound, Pham registered to the event by mistake and didn't even know the rules of the 2-7 low ball game. When he took his seat on day 1, he was expecting to play his usual game, which was no limit hold'em. But, to his amazement, the cards were being dealt in a fashion he'd never seen before. Because they started dealing already, Pham couldn't do a thing from that moment on but play. He said that if they hadn't started dealing the cards yet, then he would have asked to be unregistered from the tournament. Now that he had no choice but to play, he simply paid close attention to what other players were doing around him and learning the game as he played it. Eventually he managed to win the event and take home almost $82,000. Thank you for choosing to watch our video. If you enjoyed so far, please like it and subscribe to support our channel. We truly appreciate it. If you want to get notified when we upload new videos to the channel, hit the bell icon. Also, visit our site casinoglow.com to claim great bonuses, take advantage of our promotions, and check the best and hottest casino games today. Now, let's continue. From betting on football to almost winning a WSOP event. 2014, Felix Stephenson from Oslo, then 24 years old, was hanging out in London with a friend when they decided to make a $1,000 bet on the Netherlands beating Australia 3-2 in the World Cup for 60-1 odds. This is of course no ordinary bet, since it's no ordinary score at football. Although possible, you'd expect the Netherlands to beat Australia easily, and not only by 1 goal, and 3-2 nonetheless. Stephenson simply wanted to gamble, search for excitement perhaps. You know what? They won the bet. Unbelievable. So now, both he and his friend are holding $60,000 in their hands or stuffed in their pockets. What's next? You guessed it. They decided to make their way to Vegas and enter to play the WSOP main event. In the main event, the most prestigious poker event in the world, Stephenson finished second to take home no less than $5,145,968. Most people plan at least a year ahead their trip to Vegas and playing the main event. Stephenson made a crazy bet in London, which he won, and on the spot decided to enter the main event to finish in second place, winning millions of dollars. We told you it's gonna be insane. The Poker Elite versus Dwan. 2010. Dwan is playing the $1,500 no limit hold'em event, but it's no ordinary event. Rumors were spreading that if Dwan would win the event, he would also win $9.12 million in side bets. Here's the story. Many elite poker pros were betting at odds of 3.25-1 that Dwan would not win a bracelet. Phil Ivey was the main contributor, and if Dwan would win the event, Ivey would lose a staggering $3 million on a side bet. Other pros involved in this bet were Dale Negreanu, Mike the Mouse Medesau, Sorel Mitzi, Eddie Lesra, and Haxid. Dwan made it to the final table, and at that stage, all the poker elite became seriously concerned about losing their money and skipped a heartbeat or more. They were all hectically running up and down as if they were waiting for the restroom queue to vanish, but had gotten too excited watching what was going on at the table. Sid got so excited that he sold his $100,000 to Lesra for $85,000, while Medesau started yelling, "Does anyone in poker have any money left if Dwan wins that tournament? I know I don't." Tension was extremely high when only 2 players were left standing, sitting in this case, and Dwan was one of them. unfortunately for Dwan, the huge relief to all the poker elite, Dwan lost and finished second in the event. The famous case of a chip in a chair. You may know the phrase that all you need is a chip in a chair to win a poker event. Well, here's the crazy story how it became to be. Jack Shrouds, nicknamed Treetop due to his height, standing tall at 6'6", was one of the old school road gamblers who would drive through Texas searching for a good poker game. His playing style was very aggressive and his specialty was heads-up poker. Shrouds was also known for one of the greatest bluffs in poker when during a high-stakes Texas Hold'em cash game he was dealt the worst hand in poker, which is 7-2, and decided to play it. The flop came 7-3-3 for top pair. He then bet again, but his opponent re-raised him, probably holding a larger pocket pair. Shrouds decided to call the bet, and the turn came too. This did not improve Shrouds' hand, yet he made a huge bet, and his opponent folded his hand. At this point, Shrouds said, "I'll show you whichever one of my cards you choose if you give me $25. His opponent was pleased to get more information and tossed over a $25 chip. He then selected the card and Shrouds turned it over, a 2. The genius of this move was that whichever card his opponent selected, he would think that Shrouds had made a full house in this play. It's unlogical. If you bet so big, he must have had a full house. Okay, now that we get to know Shrouds a bit better, comes the famous story which took place in the 1982 WSOP main event. Shrouds played as usual, being aggressive and shoving his chips, and on day 2, after he'd lost a big hand, he seemed to have been knocked out. But as he was standing up from the table, about to leave the tournament, he noticed there was still a single 500 chip hidden under a napkin. It seems that this chip had not been included in Shrouds' shove, and he had it announced all in, so he was allowed to sit back down and play. The game continued, and he was able to double up his stack. Before long, he was the chip leader at the table. By the end of day 2, Jack Shrouds had 90,000 chips. By the end of day 3, he was chip leader of the event with 341,500 chips. As the tournament continued, Shrouds had single-handedly eliminated most of the players at the final table, until only he and Dewey Tonko were left for the heads-up play. Their heads-up contest lasted only 10 minutes. Shrouds held the ace-10 against Tonko's ace-4. Tonko hit the 4 on the flop, but Shrouds got the better hand when the 10 hit on the river, winning $520,000, which back then was a price record for the tournament. From that day on, the famous phrase of a chip in a chair came to life. In 1988, Shrouds died playing a high-stakes cash table, having suffered an aortic aneurysm, but his legend will live with us poker players and fans forever. Thank you for watching. Reminding you to like our video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to support our channel, and hit the bell icon. We truly appreciate it. Also, don't forget to visit our site, casinoglow.com, claim your bonuses, check our promotions, start playing the hottest casino games today. Have a wonderful and winning day.